Golly, bro. I say this every week on this podcast or another. Be careful who you let use your stuff. My gosh.
Like, how would somebody take the freaking
Clapper.
come on, Negroes.
Please.
On, Negroes. Do better, man.
And I'm trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? It's
better.
already space is running out for black folks.
Yeah.
And I'm over here trying to be one of those black folks like, you know what? I'm going to open up my podcast to everybody. By the way, if you want to rent the podcast, please let me know. Please reach out to the Stir Fry Podcast. Find me. I'm everywhere on the internet, man.
This man is actually everywhere.
Look, how you been, man? How's life?
Good, man. Good. No complaints. Grinding. Years wrapping up.
You ready for your birthday?
Under control. Oh, yeah. I do have a birthday coming up. Yeah. Happy birthday to me.
Mike is like the only person I know who don't even try to celebrate his birthday.
I really don't. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, man, once I hit like, I guess middle age.
Okay.
It's like every year is just a blessing. And like the older you get, man, the more, especially if you have a child, it's like mortality sits in, man. It's like, you know, so your birthday hits, you like, damn, am I eating right? Am I being nice to people? Am I going to heaven? Like you started thinking about all the serious shit, man. It's not really fun anymore. Like you feel blessed, but it's like it's not fun.
I was laughing at wherever you was, and you posted a rare picture on Facebook, and it said "Be kind."
Yeah, on my shirt. I
could tell under whatever you was wearing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to comment so bad, but like Mike is gonna make sure y'all be nice in 2022.
You gotta be nice, man. And you know what? That's funny because that's the podcast today, like because it's the holidays. And it's gonna be one of those things about like, you know, like being nice. People don't think it's a benefit to being nice. It's a huge benefit to being nice, and it's something I had to learn because I was like for the majority of my life I was a oh God, do I want to say I was a jerk? Some people would probably say I was a jerk.
Hand claps for everybody that know Mike as a jerk. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm glad y'all still here. I'm glad y'all work with him because by the time I met Mike, he was a good guy.
Yeah.
He was a great guy. He was Mike ain't never had to cuss me out. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, you a good dude, man. He never had to cuss you out.
You never had to cuss me out. You cussed Ez out that one time when we was trying to take Henny out the club and he didn't do it properly. And you fussed Ez ass out once we got to the car. For those who don't know, we in compound. And we didn't drink. All right, we used to get a table and it'd be too much alcohol for 3 dudes, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so
like, even after you invite everybody over,
it's still too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
Because you're gonna die.
Because they make them tables for like 10 dudes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, man, we don't have 10 dudes.
We don't have 10
rocking with like that.
Nah.
So it literally just be like my little bruh's best friend, my best friend sometimes.
Yep.
And like maybe it's like some of my homegirls if they're in town, you know, which we're out of town, so it's hard for them to be in town.
Exactly.
Mike did not buy plane tickets.
Nah, Mike said, "Get there,
I got you."
And so we leave in compound.
I ain't simping.
And I remember Mike look at Ez and he goes, "Yo, take this with you. This coming with us."
Yeah.
And it was a bottle of Henny.
Bottle of Hen, man, was gonna finish off at the hotel.
And then what Ez do? He like halfway put it in his jacket.
Yeah.
In his hand, walk out, and the security was like, "Yo, what are you doing, bro?"
And it was like, I mean, it was some ratchet shit. It was ratchet.
Speaking of ratchet, hand claps for Meg the Stallion, man. Hold on, man.
Congrats on the degree, Meg. Congrats.
Okay, first of all, before we get there, is this a big deal, no deal, or a little deal? Or is this a big deal or no deal?
You know, most of a lot of artists actually have like degrees.
Absolutely.
So, but it is a big deal because she is influential. And I had actually read that enrollment at Texas Southern, right? Mm-hmm. Texas Southern enrollment had like skyrocketed because, you know, of course, Meg Thee Stallion had went there. And it just gave me the question of, so if Meg Thee Stallion can graduate from college and that make kids go to college, what do you think the music is doing to our kids in general? You know what I'm saying? Like, what, you know, if you rap about selling drugs and shooting people, do you not think that that's influencing kids to, you know, sell drugs and shoot people? If you're rapping about, you know, shaking your ass and twerking and using men, do you not think that's an influence? Because for some reason, it seems that we think that that's like men deserve ratchet women, right? Like, you know, and it's like, we don't deserve ratchet women. But the argument is like, it's not the women's fault. And looking at Meg getting her degree and seeing the enrollment going up, okay, I'm gonna agree with y'all. It's not the women's fault.
Nah.
It's the influencer's fault.
Absolutely.
So at what point do we start handling and taking a harder stance against influencers that are encouraging women to basically not be wives? And y'all can disagree with this shit all you fucking want, but if education goes up because Meg graduates from fucking college, you can't tell me that ratchet also doesn't go up because, you know, Meg sings about ratchet shit. We gotta hold everybody accountable.
It reminds me of when they got Teen Mom taken off of MTV because they noticed that a lot of teen pregnancies were increasing and a lot of girls were saying that they felt like that show was glorifying it.
Yeah.
So they was going out there and having these babies. And I don't know, that's like one of the reasons why Teen Mom was on there. And then of course, one of the girls on Teen Mom, she got like super popular. She got, you know, she was out there living her best life and people started following suit. But it was
and it's like, I don't want to say, okay, so you have negative and positive consequences, you know, so no matter what you do, it could be a consequence. So if there isn't a negative consequence associated with a behavior, you can't expect that behavior to decline. Like that doesn't even logically make sense. So, you know, using something like Teen Mom, right? Like if you could become a teen mom and be the cool mom and basically practice a poly lifestyle, which is what the most popular teen moms, right? They got their baby daddy and they got the new guy. That's basically poly. I don't know why y'all fight poly so hard. Like, gosh. I don't want to share my man
because the chicks
I don't want to share my woman. You know, chicks can have two husbands though. Like that's the thing. It's like no one is fighting that. But you know, if you're dating a woman and she has had a child by another man, and he's still active in that child's life, that's a poly relationship.
Okay.
He might not be hidden. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So if that's your line in the sand, right? Like, okay, well, he ain't still hidden. He has hit and he's still there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a poly relationship. And here's the thing. I'm not anti-poly.
Okay.
I'm pro-poly.
Okay.
But if we have to call these things of what they are. Like, we got to stop pretending they don't exist, right? Unless a woman is either not talking to the kid's father whatsoever, right? Which you should have questions about that.
Absolutely.
You know, or he's passed away. This is an active man in your life. Y'all are sharing a very vulnerable and intimate space.
Absolutely.
And intimacy is not just sex. Intimacy is like what you feel in your heart, right? What's your vulnerabilities, what you are embarrassed about. If someone has access to that, you're in a relationship of sorts.
Yeah, absolutely.
It might not be a sexual relationship. It might not be a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, but that is a intimacy of sorts, right?
Absolutely.
That is companionship. Third on the chart on Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
So, all right.
And we just went all the way around.
Look,
but I want to talk about influence, right? Like,
absolutely.
You know, if you can influence for the good, we also got to accept the fact that a lot of the influence is also for the bad.
So, let me ask you this. Was Meg, let's go back to Meg going to school.
Yeah.
Do she use this degree?
You know, I mean, college is more than just the youthfulness of the degree. Sometimes it is the experience, right? Like,
yeah.
Where else would you have sat in the class? You know, we're black men. We're African American men. Where else would we have ever sat in the class with an Indian person? Or next to an Indian person?
Absolutely.
Like, where would that? There's no other place on the planet.
Absolutely.
Like, we only interact with Indians in the fields that most Indians are in, right? Whether it's, you know, running a hotel, a doctor, gas station, like those are the traditional places where as African American men we may run into Indians. Okay. So going to college is about understanding that experience, right? Like being, you know, if you go to college, like I understand them, right? Because I've had to be in a group project with someone that was an immigrant. Absolutely. Right? I've had to be in a group project with someone that was a country boy. Absolutely. You know, I've had to be in a group project with you know, some hood chick from New Jersey. Absolutely. You know, that's smart as shit.
Don't take no shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Smart as shit. Like so you've had all those experiences, and I think that's more valuable in college sometimes than a degree.
Absolutely. I want to say congratulations to the school and Meg, because finally we see a celebrity get a degree. and it ain't one of those honorary degrees.
Yeah. Actually,
you
go
know,
to school.
absolutely.
Big ups to Meg.
Because I'm getting tired of seeing celebrities go, "Hey, I got my honorary doctorate just because I donated."
Yeah, but doesn't Lizzo also have a degree? Like, wasn't she on like the band, like to play 3 instruments?
Probably.
Like, she talented as hell. Like that. I think this was last season, but that was my problem with Lizzo.
Absolutely,
is that
ain't stopped.
She plays the I'm the sad fat girl role.
Yeah.
Instead of playing the I'm talented as fuck role.
Yeah.
Like,
and then she seeks attention.
That's what I'm saying. That's the sad fat girl role. Like,
absolutely,
everyone that's on social media, you know the people that have low self-esteem, right?
Absolutely,
because they post selfies every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be honest, like, they start losing likes because people stop following them.
Absolutely,
and then that fucks with their self-esteem.
Oh my gosh, they lose it.
Yeah, they lose it. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, we know what happens on social media. We know what goes on. Like, just become a better person. Like, get well soon. You know, like, I posted a pic last night, and I was just like, you know what? I ain't posted a pic in like 2 years.
Yeah, I ain't know if it was cool to comment on it. Cause I'm like, yo, he don't never post it.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? Let me just post a pic and like show everybody, you know, my classmates and stuff. We got a 25-year reunion next year.
Oh,
you know,
shit, you going?
Yeah, I'm going. I didn't go to my 10 year, so
we will be doing a recap on Mike's 25-year reunion.
You know, we might shoot it live. How about that? I want to know. We might shoot it live.
I want to know who was bad and what she looked like now. I want to know who was ugly.
I'm not doing that.
Come on, man.
I'm not doing that.
I want to know what the football player doing who never left Fairfield.
I'm not doing that.
I want to know everything.
I can't put them out like that.
Man, I went to my high school reunion and I went up to all the chicks who was talking shit back in the day. I'm like, yeah, I don't fuck with you no more.
You know what's funny?
You ugly.
You know,
I was doing it.
That boy rude.
I was.
You know what was funny? It's like
and I brought my wife.
The women that were like the underwhelming women, like, they're the fine women now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like all the baddies are like, all right,
y'all some mid. You know what's funny though is
that's a Reggie.
Look, and you know what's funny is like, as a young dude, I never respected the older cats telling me that, because they used to say it all the time.
It's
like,
so true, man. It's like, yo, man, like, yo, like, get the dorky, nerdy guy. I mean, girl, with the glasses.
Like, don't like.
Or if you are the nerdy, dorky guy, which is what I'm about to say. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna be the most desirable person. It never failed. The nerdy, dorky guy or girl always end up being like the hot chick or the hot guy.
I just remember as a youngin, my uncle used to tell me that all the time.
It's funny, and it's so true, because I didn't believe it either. Like, I didn't believe it because I was like the smart cool kid. I wasn't a cool kid,
yeah,
but it's like I knew all the cool kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't hang out with them. I just knew them all.
Yeah, and
then I get to college and it was just like the light switch just happened.
Yeah.
Like when my first semester in Upstate, like it's legendary. it is legendary. Like it is spoken to this day.
Look, I just remember, I'm not gonna say where she work at, but I went to this girl's job, and it's a place that everybody frequents, especially on the weekends when you need something to drink. Let's put it like that. And I walk in and Shorty says, "Hey, Mr." And she says my last name, and I'm like, who the hell just say this out at the store? I look up, and it's a girl who used to talk so much shit to me. She was so popular. Boy, she looked like she used to work on the strip late at night. Man, and I just remember her. I remember a week later, her best friend that used to talk more shit to me slid in my DMs and like, we should get up sometime. And I'm like, and I clicked on there. Shorty had 3 kids. And we had to be like early 20s. And I'm like, yo, what the hell happened to you? And I was like, ain't you married? She was like, no, we separated. I said, bitch, if you don't get out of my DMs with that bullshit, man. But anyway, I went back and checked off a couple boxes. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. I checked off a couple boxes. Look, man, high school was funny. And I want to know what happens at your reunion.
It's going to be a good time. That'll be next year, man. Y'all come back for next season.
Please,
man.
Next season going to be lit.
Next season going to be lit.
Look,
lit.
We're going to have to... I'm gonna send you down there with cards so you can like just let everybody know about the podcast.
We're going to record. We are going to record, man. If I'm going down there, we're going to record.
Oh, my gosh. All right, man. Your favorite boy got a video. You got to play your boy. We play him. And you know what we missed? I can't believe it.
What?
Before we do that, you know what we miss?
What do we miss?
Britney being used by Dion.
Yeah, I mean,
and we miss. I don't know if you saw. I gotta send you the video about Britney at Rolling Loud. They had her as an announcer, and she tried to say what's up to J. Cole. He looked at her. He said this. And he kept fucking walking, and the whole video was like, "Yo, he know the game already."
Well, I mean, but that's the thing, though. Like, that's why we try to get guys to tune in. Is to like teach men the game. Like, it is a game, right? Like, it is a game. Like, dating is part skill, part luck. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is. Like, you either got to have the skills, which means that, you make an income, or you got the ability to talk, or you really, really luck into something and understand you lucked into it. Because if you don't understand you lucked into it, like if you married a woman of your dreams and that, you met her at 16 and she's still holding in the road at 35, like, yo, that was luck, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had, you did nothing for that, right? So it's like recognizing the difference between skill and luck and that you need a little bit of both. But, yeah, and the reason why we mentioned Britney is because undeniably everyone has to admit she's attractive.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, she is an attractive woman.
She's fine. And
what I love about it is she did everything that we talk about. Like, like last night, I was like, man, I went out there, I saw these 3 chicks, like this little trio. They were bad, right? When you look at a Britney, and you have to look at those women and say, are they Britneys, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they Britneys or are they Beyonces? Like, which one are they? Like, okay. I don't know. Yeah. But as a man, if you just think that, like, yo, they all Beyonces, right? Like, they all want to cater to you. They all want to settle down. They all want to give you kids. Yeah. They all want they want to forgive you for cheating. Yeah. right? And it's like, no, like, a lot of them they're not Beyonces. They're Britneys. And that is the thing that I think men need to really be honest with themselves. And that's what we talk about on this podcast a lot is, and I guess we need to start saying that, is understanding, because every man wants a baddie, right? Absolutely. Like, that's off gate. Same way every woman wants to do 6'2" with abs, making $300, $400K a year.
Dark chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. We need that. Don't even pretend that, like, light skinned men. Even though I'm slightly bronzed. If you're watching this on video, I do have a great bronze, right? I got a great bronze going. But anyways,
all you women have a type.
And yeah, exactly. They have a type.
And the only person that fit outside that type is Michael B. Jordan. But go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If he was a shade lighter, they wouldn't like him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I like the fact that Britney put it on Front Street and she owns it. So I don't want people thinking that we talk about Britney because, like, we like her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that we like her or dislike her. It's that this is a case study. This is a real time in life case study of what it's like to date as a successful man. And it's like, yo, like, look at what she's doing. And then you overlay that, right? Yeah. across the graph, and you look at the mean and the mode of what's going on out here. And then, we look at the outliers, right? We throw them out, but then we like, all right, this is kind of where women are going to be when it comes to dating men, right? Can I afford to be treated like this? Do I have the time to invest in this? We were out last Wednesday and ended up running across a real pretty girl. Yeah. Ended up getting the number. She was interested while I was there, but she ain't interested. Like, we're too different. But like, long story short though, it's like one of those things where, like, I had to assess the situation really, really quick. And I was like, at the end of the day, we're not really compatible, right? So I don't have to try to force her out on a dinner, right? Like, I don't have to, be like, yo, do you want to go to Capitol Grill? Because of course the answer, exactly. Of course the answer is gonna be yes. Absolutely. I don't have to, simp and be like, what you want for Christmas? Because the holidays are going, because of course, if she can get an Apple Watch, she will. Look, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't have to do all this extra shit because I've already assessed that, you know what? We're not really compatible in that sense. So if there's a mutual friendship, we can move forward. But if not, we cool. Absolutely. And that's what men got to understand. Is she Beyonce or is she Britney?
Look, and shout out to my wife. I asked her, I said, where you want to go to? For those who don't know, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut this quick. My wife's birthday is 10 days after Christmas. Mike tells me every year, you should have planned this better. You should have did this better. Like, I could have moved her birthday or Christmas, but it doesn't matter, right? And so I said,
you're a man. You can move the moon.
I said, where you want to eat at? She said, Capitol Grill will sound real nice. I said, motherfucker. Man.
Capitol Grill is like really underrated. It's actually really good.
It's very good. And it's still expensive, but it's very nice.
It's expensive. And you know what? And I prefer that service better over Fleming's.
Absolutely.
Like I really, really do.
Absolutely.
Like it's just I don't know. I don't want to say it's my favorite spot, but
like you gonna go in there and you're not gonna.
They don't fuck it up.
They don't fuck it up.
That's what I like about them. They just don't.
They don't fuck it up.
They don't fuck it up.
They come in there. They like, look, you gonna get great service.
Yeah,
the food is gonna be.
They don't
bomb.
over bother you.
Nah, they
ain't
don't.
standing over you. Like it.
Look.
I
and
fucks
you know,
with Capital Grill.
and you know what you getting when you get there.
Exactly.
Like you know, like, all right, this gonna burn me a few hundred. It's cool though.
Capital Grill, cut a fucking check, man. We done named
Please,
y'all motherfuckers
man.
like 10 times.
Donation.
Please send us one.
this
Absolutely.
podcast.
All right, man. What's up with Jordan, man? What's up this video? You need to plug up your phone.
Do we got the plug? All right.
Yeah, man. We
So
back.
you know, this goes back. So last week the episode was like, you know, good guys finishing last. And then I just so happened because, you know, Facebook listens to every fucking thing.
Absolutely.
And they end up putting his video into my feed. And this just goes into last week. So we're gonna hop on this real quick.
Let's do this.
Maybe the grounds for respect differ.
The grounds for respect differ,
Yeah.
and also there's more flexibility with a man on the respect issue. There may not be more flexibility in terms of first falling in love. On the beauty issue, women have their burden they have to live up to as well. But
All right, so I just want to interject here where he says that women have look, you gotta get to that standard.
Mm-hmm.
And to go into last night, and gosh, I hope I don't get reamed for this.
Let's do it. Let's go viral.
So you remember, so I was like, yo, the trio was really attractive, right?
You said they was fine.
All right, the trio was like, they were all like size 6s, maybe size 4s.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
There was other attractive women in there.
Yeah.
They were not size 6s and size 4s.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Right? I'm just leave it at that. So it is a burden, right? Like women do have their burden. So I'm not gonna play, I'm not gonna play dumb to that. Anyway, keep going.
first falling in love. On the beauty issue, women have their burden they have to live up to as well. But on the respect issue, it's very challenging. If a woman begins to lose respect, she begins to lose love, and men sense this, and therefore they oftentimes brag or boast or overstate their potential in order to be able to make themselves attractive. We see this in so many levels. On the Lois Lane level, Lois Lane had no interest in Clark Kent, but she fell in love with Superman. Once she fell in love with Superman, she wanted Superman to be able to cry and express emotions. But the man who did cry and express emotions and feelings and sensitive, Clark Kent, she has zero interest in.
She ain't
Women
want him.
are oftentimes say, I'm opposed to war, but she's much more likely to fall in love with the officer and the gentleman than she is the private and the pacifist.
James Bond. All right. And okay, for one, kudos to Facebook algorithm for being that fucking specific.
Which is kind of scary. Which is scary in itself.
And finding that shit and throwing it into my feed.
They said, you're going to see this, Mike. You and your podcast.
Like, god damn.
Bruh.
Congrats. I hope whoever their programmers are, I hope y'all all millionaires, because that was
Please be.
weirdly accurate.
Absolutely.
But it goes back to the podcast that we had last week, right? Where we said that, it's not that women don't just want a good guy. Mm-hmm. Women want a good guy that could be a gentleman. And as men, we need to focus on the space as being a gentleman. But I want to focus on one thing that he said there. He said that a lot of times when men meet the super attractive woman, it's crazy how all this shit is just coalescing right now. He was like, they overstate their potential, right?
Absolutely.
So let's go back to
I seen it.
On Wednesday night, very attractive woman. And I met her. And I said, if I wanted her attention, I could do, hey, you want to go to Capitol Grill? You want an Apple Watch for Christmas? All this shit would have attracted her to me.
Absolutely.
Right? But she's not attracted to me, the gentleman.
Nope.
She's attracted to me,
The material.
simp.
Yeah.
Right?
What can you do for me?
Yeah, what can you do for me?
Absolutely.
And this is something I want men to understand. It's like sometimes the answer has to be no. So I always say on this podcast, as a man, when you meet a woman, you need to be interested and you need to be interesting.
You
right?
say that every episode.
And when she was, and when I was in front of her, I was interesting to her, right? Because she gave me her number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had got up to use the restroom and she turned around and hit me with them baby girl eyes, and she was like, "You leaving?" And I was like, "Not before I get your number," right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, corny as fuck, right?
But shooters do shoot.
But shooters do shoot, right? I hand her my phone and I get a number. But that was the thing. It's like the moment once that moment is over and I'm no longer in front of her, she's no longer interested, right? I was just interesting, right?
Yeah.
So you need both things. A woman has to be interested in you. And if she's not interested in you, bro, like the only thing you're going to do to get her attention is simp.
Absolutely.
Now, if you have massive amounts of excess and you're never going to take a loss, go for it.
Absolutely.
Like if you make, if you're a ball player, right? You make $5-6 million a year.
Yeah.
Go for it. Even though if you do what Allen Iverson did, right? Inviting 20 women to an after party and sending private cars for all of them. Now you see how you waste money so quick, right? Like this dude spending $40,000 a night in transportation 43 times a season.
Bruh.
Maybe 82 times a season plus the playoff if he's doing this in other cities he goes to.
Poor AI.
So I mean that is a huge endeavor. Like I mean, think about spending 67. Imagine he did that every game, and he's spending. We're talking about probably $80,000 a game, right?
Yeah, 82 games.
80 plus playoffs, right? So,
yeah.
So let's add another 6 in there just in case.
Yeah, because they ain't win no more than that.
So we're looking at no, Philly wasn't winning more than that, but $80K a night, over the course of a season, bro. That's $7 million. All right. Now for AI, that's not simping because he had it.
Yeah.
But he needed it to last beyond his playing year.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, but as men, if you're like, okay, every time I meet a chick and she's beautiful, I want to impress her. Bro, you have to realize that she ain't interested, bro.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you weren't cool. That doesn't mean that you wasn't attractive. It doesn't mean that you're not interesting. It just means that
she ain't the one for you.
She ain't the one for you.
And that shit got to be exhausting too.
It has to be. It has to be. So, it's just one of those things where I saw it in real time. It happened to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even shooting. I literally had the conversation where I was just like, yo, I'm not really dating right now because I got shit going on.
Yeah.
So putting my time into a relationship is not something I want to do right now.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And she's still she wanted to know yo, he said no. Let me see if I can get a yes out of him. That's all she wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as a man, if you don't look at this, if you really ain't honest with yourself, if you're like, yo, man, she really, really want me. Now I got to go above and beyond and try to get her attention. You playing yourself, bro.
Well, what's funny is what I hear from you is in that last few sentences is that one, that a purpose that you have, goals that you have, and what can be distractions, especially if it's not worth it for you.
Purpose, man. A man has to have purpose.
Absolutely.
And having a purpose is the only way, honestly, to turn down pussy. If we just being honest.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to have purpose.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because I preach that on the photography podcast. It's I teach photographers to turn down pussy, take payments.
Get money.
Get money, please.
Get money, bro.
They don't listen. But I also encourage everybody, you got to figure out your purpose. Because Shorty could have came in. You could have said, all right. I'm going to go burn 300 at Capitol Grill on her, right?
Yeah.
And she probably could have said, all right, let me get one more date out of his ass.
Yeah, she was coming.
And you going somewhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you, look, I don't care what you women say. Y'all don't turn down females.
I should send a text right now and put it on the screen to see how fast she responds.
Absolutely.
Just so people could be like, damn, women really do.
Yeah,
but
y'all
I'm not gonna do it like that.
And y'all go out for dinners. I don't care what y'all say, and it's fine.
Great dinners, absolutely.
I would too. If one of y'all said, "Hey, Gavin, let's go out,"
we ain't even talking shit about that.
Yeah, and so but you could have burnt that. You could have got a gift. It's the holiday season, right?
Yeah.
You could have did something nice for New Year's Eve. Cool. And let's say over the course of the next 3 weeks, you burn a few $100s, close to $1,000. Great.
Easy.
Then guess what happens? Nothing.
And
you wasted time, you wasted money, you wasted energy because you're not realizing hey, I have bigger things. I have goals I need to reach for this year next.
And you hurt.
Absolutely.
Your feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
You wasted time. And now you feel a way about women that you shouldn't even feel because you should have known better.
And now you got to cuss her ass out.
Yeah, or at least you want to because because the moment you hit her up 4 or 5 times and she don't respond, she blocking your ass.
Yeah,
and now, what I'm saying. So now you just semi stupid. So it's one of those things for real, guys. Stop simping. Turn simping off.
Please do.
Turn it off,
especially for the holidays because you got to be nice. We got to be nice.
Good segue.
We got to be nice.
All right, so we just went back to last week's episode.
And
this week's episode, because it is the holidays and because it is my birthday, and because last night I did wear a shirt that said "Be kind" and I posted the photo. This is the thing that I want everybody to understand, man. For the holidays, it is okay that people do not know who you are anymore. Like if you were one
Break
way,
that down.
yeah. If you was one way in your 20s, right? I don't even care if you was a piece of shit. I don't care if you was a hoe. I don't care if you was a slut. Don't care.
Nah, that shit reset anyway.
Yeah, it does reset. But once you become like an older person and you're like, you know what, I want to be this different person now, right?
Okay.
And people don't know who the new you is. There's no reason that you got to feel the need to defend yourself. And I see this all the time on social media. I really, really do. Now, here's the thing. Men, if you got 2 baby mama and 6 kids, you could be a new person.
Yeah.
But you still got 2 baby mama and 6 kids, 3 baby mama and 6 kids.
I know you stressed.
Right? And it's the same thing with women. Like,
bro.
you're a new person and you got, 3 kids, 4 baby daddies.
I know you stressed.
Or backwards, right? 4 baby dad. I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. I don't, right? But whatever it is, right?
Why would you? Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, like, if you're this new person now and you feel the need to defend, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have to.
Nah, you don't.
It's 100% okay that people don't know who you are anymore, right? They can know the old you,
Yeah.
but they don't know who you are. Like, a lot of times, I used to run into this. I don't anymore, but like in my 30s,
Okay.
my mid 30s, people knew the 26-year-old Mike.
Okay.
They didn't know the 35-year-old Mike, right? So they were still associating me with like the 26-year-old Mike, and I would be like, damn, man, like, how do I explain to them that that's not me?
Yeah, I don't
know
do
what I'm
that
saying?
no
Like, no, hey, I'm a dad now. I'm married. Like, the street Mike ain't the hustle Mike, the player Mike. That ain't who I am anymore. And I realize it doesn't matter because people don't have a perception of you because they want you to be okay. People have a perception of you because they want to elevate what they do over someone.
Absolutely.
And if you're beneath me, then that makes me feel better. And one of the things one of the greatest life hacks is understanding is get to a point to where you're comfortable with whoever a person is, right? If they're a good person or a bad person.
Yep.
I can decide if I want to spend time with you or not spend time with you. Who you are doesn't have any effect on me.
Yeah.
The only effect it has on me is if I decide to be in that area. So I do want people to understand it's okay if people don't know the old you. Don't feel the need to defend that. Don't post, these fuck you posts that y'all make. They're childish, they're immature, and they're unhealed. They really reveal.
Well, they don't go to therapy, so.
Of course they go to therapy, right? Because they tell you to go to therapy.
Absolutely.
But one of the things that I read up on was it's an idea called the halo effect.
Okay.
So the halo effect is whenever someone is kind to someone, they're more attractive. So as men, we talked about last week about being gentlemen, all right, and which is goes into the being not the nice guy, but be a gentleman. Be able to, be James Bond, right? Carve the Christmas turkey.
Yeah.
But be able to throw the knife and stab the dude when he runs through the door, right? Like, you got to be able to do both. But another thing that you need to do is being able to be kind to people that can't do anything for you.
Absolutely.
So, because when you do that as a man, that makes women so much attractive to you. Like, one of the things, like when I was younger, one of my hacks when I was a guy and I was in a club, right, and I wanted to get like chicks' attention is like, I talked to the chicks that really wasn't attractive.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I ain't hollering at them.
I got a theory on that, but go ahead.
But it's like, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna politic with them.
Yeah.
And it was like, when women see that you nice and like other women are laughing,
Yeah.
it does.
They got to come figure out what's going on.
It does get their competitive juices going,
Absolutely.
right?
That's why I was going with this.
Because 5 women be like, all right, 6. Enough of that.
I know she ain't sitting down at the table.
Yeah.
And I'm over here.
Exactly. Enough of that. I'm coming through.
Yeah.
I'm about to go and claim this dude now. Yeah, ta-ta,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, it worked, fellas. It fucking works.
It works
I'm
every
telling
time.
you. But there's so many guys, man. I know dudes that like they won't talk to like average chicks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they like, nah, I'm not going to.
And then they be average themselves.
Yeah, of course they be average.
They be
like because
cornballs.
everybody date up.
Yeah.
And they be like, nah, man. Like I'm not going to talk to the chick that I know I could get. I'm gonna wait for the fucking 8 to come over, and like that shit never fucking happens.
Never happens.
And I be like, yo, man, like, bruh, because I've seen dudes be like rude to women that they're not interested in, and I'm like, bruh, like, no, you can't do that, right?
Nah.
Now, and this was years ago. So we come to this podcast today and about like the kindness and be kind because it's the holidays. And there's an actual scientific name for it. It's called a halo effect. Be nice to people that give you nothing for being nice to them. Like, there's nothing wrong with there's an African proverb. It says, the one who plant trees knowing that he would never sit in the shade has at least started to understand the meaning of life. Right? Like, if I could do something for someone else that benefits me none, I get it. Right? And it's the same thing when you're being nice to someone, right? Like, you benefit me none, but I get it. Absolutely. Because at some point there's going to be somebody that's way higher than me that's going to fuck around and be nice to me for no reason. Yeah. And that could be my break, that could be my opportunity, that could be,
this
what
job
gets
I
me
want
to the next level. You guys have to start learning to be kind. Stop just hardballing. I saw an article in the Post about that, right? Hardballing is basically dating with a purpose, right? Yeah. Like, if you don't align with everything that I want, I'm just going to say no. No, guys, communication is a skill. We talked about this last week.
We do.
You have to talk to people. You have to hang out. You have to start. You at least have to know what you don't like. Like, if you go on 3 bad dates in a row, you know for a fact that, like, yo, okay, when this person starts checking off these boxes, I gotta go, right? Or I gotta not go out with them because you might have a type, right? And you keep going out with that type, but once you start realizing that, like, damn, this whole type, right? Like, damn, I love strippers, but strippers are flirty as fuck, right? And I hate women flirting. Yeah. So then you be like, okay, I can't go out with strippers, right? Like, I can't handle flirting. Guess what? Strippers are going to be more than
they are great at that.
They're going to be great flirters, right?
Follow the stripper thread on Reddit, by the way.
Man, I love the stripper thread.
They are amazing.
The stripper thread.
They let you know their game.
And dude, the escort thread.
That's even better.
Follow the escort thread. The escort thread, you be like for real, you be ready to get married. Yeah. At the end of the escort thread.
The stripper thread is amazing because this is totally a
and not married moment. Escort. You be ready to get married to just get out of this lifestyle of dating
because
altogether.
The strippers let you know. I read the stripper thread and I was like, yo, I'm never going to a strip club again. Their game is amazing. And they sit there and huddle up and talk about it and give each other like, no. One girl was like, yo, I take every dude to the VIP room and I sit there and talk. And they be pissed when they realize their time is up. She was like, I don't even dance. She was like, crazy. I give shoulder massages. And then she started, anyway. But, what's funny about all that is because I was talking to my wife just about like me transitioning, and I realized like, there's about to be a transition with me now that I have a son, now that I want to be nicer as a photographer. But it's one of those things where it's like, I was talking to her, I was like, I don't feel like giving people an update of why I'm making these changes in my life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people are going to start understanding and write it off as he had a kid, which is totally fine with me. But it's like, yo, sometimes you got to just put your head down and go in the direction that you want to go in, and everything else will fall into fucking place.
I mean, and a lot of it is because, you do have a kid, but it's not the kid per se. It is the lack of time now.
Absolutely.
Like your time becomes so much valuable. Like once you have a wife and then you have a child, like your free time, right? Because everybody needs that alone time, that decompression, that time that you could just sit and think. When you're single, that shit could be weeks, right? Yeah. So it don't matter who jumps into it. But once you get married and have a kid, it's like, yo, that shit like 2 hours a day.
Bro.
Max.
If that.
You know what I'm saying? So you're like, yo, I cannot put you in this space for you to fuck it up.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, like you don't have to get to the point where you're just like, all right.
Let me let y'all know what's up. No. Yeah. Just doing it.
I just changed. I'm just different. I am a different me.
True story. This morning, my son wakes up at 6 o'clock and he's making noises and he's happy. And and so he falls asleep at 7. I get up. I start editing. I get a text at 7:45, like, come get him. He's back up. And so he sits there with me while I'm trying to edit, and he's sitting in my lap and he just slapping all the keys. And let me let y'all know this. I'm doing light edits, which usually takes about 30 seconds. It's copy and paste for those who don't give a fuck. And it took an hour to get through 10 photos with him. That's just how much time I didn't have. And I'm working on a wedding and I'm trying to do all that. I'm copy and pasting, y'all. But with a 3-month-old who hears keys, it's not that. And it's funny now that every time I talk to an entrepreneur or somebody who wants to do photography full time, I sit them down and I say, look, your time now, you don't have time to waste. Yeah. You're getting older. And entrepreneurship does that to you as well. Not just, new relationships or serious relationships or children. Becoming an entrepreneur makes your time like extremely valuable because every minute you waste, somebody who's younger than you, who looks better than you, is taking that time and
smarter
than you, more resources than you. Is like, all right, cool, I got it. If Gavin ain't gonna do it, I do it.
And that's all. And honestly, that's all that success is. Success really. I know sometimes we think it's like it's the smartest person, it's the person with the best idea. Nah, it's just the person that puts in the most work.
Absolutely, and gotta be efficient.
Yeah, and like wherever you are in your entrepreneurial journey, that's the reflection of your work, and that goes for myself. That goes for everybody. Like if you're not at the top, if you're not where you want to be, you're just not putting in the work. Because if you put in the work, everything changes in 2 years. Period. Point blank. If nothing else changed, that shit's on you.
Absolutely.
That shit's on me.
Absolutely, man. All right, we good?
We good, bro.
You ready? You ready for your birthday?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna turn down.
I'm gonna keep making Mike talk about his birthday. Look, I'm ready for your birthday. It's this weekend.
I'm gonna turn down, man, and do nothing.
Mike ain't doing a damn thing. I'm gonna text Mike on his birthday like, "You doing anything?" He's gonna say no.
Yeah, well, I mean, football will be on. Basketball will be on too.
Basketball definitely be on. Football gonna be on because Omarion, COVID, whatever this shit called. I'm calling it Omarion. Sorry, Omarion. You got to blame your mom for this one. But, just the whole, that's messing up sports so much now.
Man, yeah. It really is. This shit must be contagious as hell. Like, so last night, I told you, I went to a holiday party. So it was like on a rooftop and had like an outside patio. So I walk in and, it was like packed. It wasn't like sweaty packed, but it was like a lot of people packed.
Yeah.
And I walked straight outside to the patio. I was like,
you got
fuck
to.
that. And
bro. You got to.
Like I may have spent a grand total of 30 minutes inside the whole time. And I'm fully vaxxed, but I was just like, damn, I should have got my booster. I ain't even gonna lie.
I was at the Omega House doing taking pictures of an event, and it was so damn packed in there. And then I was doing a favor for a favor, and when my time was up, I dipped the hell out. I was gone. I was like, I'm good. Like this is not smart.
Yeah, I'm good.
Especially when you got a 3-month-old at home.
Yeah, I'm good.
So anyway, man, I want to thank y'all for rocking with us. Make sure you follow us, subscribe on YouTube, Spotify. If you follow us on Apple Podcasts, do us a favor and leave a rating, leave a review. We need that.
Please leave a review. Please follow. Please subscribe
because you other podcasters ain't talking about shit. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah, and even if you like just play the shit in the background. I don't care if you don't listen. I need you to play it.
Do what Kim K did to Kanye. She put his album on mute and just left that shit on repeat.
Yeah,
please support us. Look, but actually listen. Send this to your man who ain't shit because you probably hating, but your man ain't shit, so it's gonna help his ass out.
Hey, but make sure you step your game up because like he takes this advice
and then it's over for
and
y'all.
You ain't shit.
Yeah, good luck to y'all.
Yeah, you gonna be over.
And we gonna holler at y'all next time.
Holler at your boy.